Hello, and thank you for joining us. This is a medium shot, and it's the start point of our essay on camera composition. This is a close-up shot. It's more personal, more intimate. This is an extreme close-up shot. It can be disquieting to the viewer. We rarely use it. It brings us sort of into the mind of the subject, perhaps. This is a reasonably long shot. Long shots can put someone off in the distance, or they'll show the full body. They're often used in kind of establishing shots or to show someone being remote or distant. So this is a two-shot. It's used to establish a conversation between two people where each of us are. It can be used in interviews, it can be used in dramas, any kind we have a dialogue. It's a two-shot because there are two people in it. This is an over-the-shoulder shot. It's over my shoulder, aimed at my friend who I'm talking with. This is a reverse over-the-shoulder shot. So in many conversations, we'll have one camera behind one person, another camera where this camera is, and then we'll have our establishing shot in a 3-camera studio, which is the classic setup for interviews and for sitcoms and the like. We'll have 1, 2, and 3 cameras. We could put the camera in between the two of us and that would be more intimate, but that would look kind of silly. Now, an over-shoulder shot can be used during interview to edit something out. So, for example, I might nod my head like I'm very interested, and you can't see if my friend is talking or not. So I'll go like this. But it is very important when doing something like this to get your continuity straight. Let's talk about nose room. Now, as a general rule, we center the camera on a person when they're looking straight at the camera. In some cases, we put them off-center to create asymmetric effect or allow for a box with imagery or something like that. But as I start to turn, we will turn the camera a bit, moving me over in the frame to create nose room. All right, a little space, a little comfort. Now I'm going to go to a full side view, and we create more nose room, and we probably end the shot right about here. So you can see my whole head, almost like a headrest even, okay? But let's say we centered me as I'm talking to the side of the camera. It starts to look a little odd, a little claustrophobic even, and that's not so good. What really would be a problem is if we brought the edge of the camera right up to my nose. And then it would feel like my nose is getting crushed by the frame of the camera. Another thing I want to talk about is cutoffs, right? So yes, we can rebuild them. But if we cut the shot off on a natural joint, like the chin, or an elbow, or a wrist, or at the waist, it looks like this person has been beheaded, or they've suffered some traumatic injury, or they've just lost their hand. Maybe they're a thief. We're now back to a long shot, and we're going to do some unfortunate cropping, shall we say. If we cut someone off at the knees, it looks like they've had an unfortunate accident. I promise you, I haven't. Even worse would be to cut me off at the waist, like I've lost my legs. Oh God. Please do not cut people off at the elbows. Going just below or just above makes it look like we've kept our arms on. Perhaps the worst is when you cut someone off right at the chin or just below. It makes them look like they've got their head in a box or they've taken an unfortunate trip to France and have met Dr. Guillotine's invention. In my circle of friends, we'll call this the Larry shot after a friend of ours who composition's unfortunate. He would tend to use the center of the camera and aim at the head, and in a group shot or even a 1 or 2 shot, there'd be huge amounts of headroom, sky, trees, things we don't care about. Let's talk about some camera angles, starting with this, a Dutch angle. This is typically used in some film noir movies and also the hit crime-fighting show Batman. If we place the camera up high and angle down, it makes the person look weak, timid, afraid. If we put the camera down low and shoot up, we can make a person look very strong, powerful, menacing. This is an establishing shot that we can use to lead into a show or lead out of it. And with that note, we'll say goodbye. Thank you for joining us.